Okay guys, it is time once again to get out there and chase birds, and I've made my way back to Montana for another early season trip. I've got the old dogs, I've got some new young dogs, and we get into a little bit of everything on this one. Alright, it's a beautiful morning here in Montana, and we're going to get ready to head out. We're going to take a couple of young dogs and maybe Tubby this morning, and let him run around. So it's early season. Well, not early season, it's preseason. So won't be shooting any birds, but we can run around, do a little scouting, and let the pups get their first whiff of a wild bird and see how they do. Huh? You a little bit excited, girl? Huh? You a little bit excited? Huh? What, you want to go get him? Hang on, hang on. Yeah, guess not. So immediately I noticed that once again it's very dry here in Montana, and so the sending conditions aren't great, and I come from a part of the country that's much more humid and totally different sending, so it takes a little while for the dogs to adjust. Wow. You were right on top of that one, weren't you? Here Moxie is pointing and relocating, and there's no wind to speak of, so it's pretty tough for her to get it locked down. Oh, there he goes. Yeah, she knew something was in there. Now I've got my old dog Cece out there, and she's very experienced, so she makes the adjustment right out of the box. Nice covey of Huns. Here they go. Good dogs, good dogs. That's better. Now Moxie's on point with CC backing, and it seems pretty clear that she's made her adjustments as well. And she made them pretty quick, considering that for the last several months she's been field trialing in Nastra and has only seen pen-raised quail, so that's a whole lot different than a wild bird. Good girl. Good girl. And led us right to a nice shed too. Look at that. Good girl, Moxie! Good girl! Okay, it was nice to get the dogs out there and run them just for a little preseason warm-up. But the next day was September 1st, and I was excited to get out there for real. Okay, here we are the next morning. It's opening day. And since I had been watching birds fly away for the last couple days, I was kind of itching to shoot something, so I put two of my most experienced dogs down, Cece and Tubbs. I can't see them, but my GPS says they're both on point just up ahead of me. Dead birds! Dead birds! I didn't see it at the time, but that first bird was just hunkered down right in front of me out in the wide open. Had a boy, Tubby. Push. Young one. Dead bird in here, Cece. Good girl. Good girl. Right loose. Good girl. As you can probably tell by the dogs panting, it's already gotten hot. Whew. Well, this has been tough this morning. Now Cece's on point on another covey, but they get a little jumpy. Good girl, Cece. Good girl. Any more in here? Any more? Oh, yes, there is. Easy. I see a couple birds scurrying on the ground, so I make my way around the bush to try to get on them. TC, dead bird. Attaboy, Tubby, come here. You're little ones. Come here, Tubbs. TC, dead bird right there. Easy. Dead bird. Good girl. Good girl, baby. Loose. That's good, baby. Good job, honey. They're tough to get points on this morning. My goodness. And these are little babies. Hot, no wind. Just not the easiest conditions. Well, it doesn't take long for the dogs to get wore out in this heat, so I put a couple fresh dogs out. Here's Moxie and my young dog, Tally. Wow. In these conditions, you're always going to have a few birds that get bumped, or some that they just run over. Now I've got Moxie on point down by these chokecherry bushes. Moxie, dead bird! So on one side, a sharptail comes out. And then on the other, a sharptail along with a covey of Huns comes up. And I picked out the sharptail. Good girl. That's good girl. That's good girl, Gift. That was good. All right, we got another one. Easy, dead bird. Easy. Dead bird. Oh, these little pheasants are popping out of here. How are we supposed to find a dead bird? Oh, this scent. Dead bird. Atta girl, good girl. Moxie, here. Good girl. Moxie, here. Give. Good girl. Good dogs, good dogs. Woohoo! Man, oh man, place is loaded. Now Moxie's locked down on another covey of Huns. Woo! Good girl, Moxie. Oh my. Good girl, Moxie. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. We got more. Dead bird. Dead bird. Dead bird. There it is. You got it, girl. Tally's gonna get it. Good job, Tally. Good job. Good girl. Look what you got. Good girl, Tally. Good girl. That's good girl. All right, we got another one to get here. Dead bird. Oh, good girl. Good girl. Good girl, Tally. You found it. That's good girl. All right, good girl. Yeah, good girls. It's all of 10 o'clock and it's probably mid to high 80s already. Well, if it wasn't for these temperatures, we would be absolutely slaying them. Even as it is, we're still getting some birds. It's just not fair, man. It's September 1st, where everybody's anxious to get out, and it's just going to cook us to death. We had one hunt this morning of about an hour and a half, but then I tried to do round 2 here, and we're getting away with it, but they're going to be spent by the time we get to the truck, even after about 45 minutes. And so I wouldn't have done it, except I have been running them in the heat. So they should be somewhat acclimated to it, but not to this hot. So we gotta get out of here, unfortunately. Well, it's opening day, and I'm stuck in the truck scouting because, well, that right there. It was hot, but I can't complain because that was a phenomenal way to start the trip. Yeah, let's go, girlie. Let's go. Here we are the next morning, and I've got Moxie and Cece out, and I get an alert that Cece's on point.
Pheasant. Good girl, honey. Good girl. Good girl.
This spot had a lot of thick cover, so we ran into quite a few pheasants.
Another pheasant. Good girl.
Now the girls are locked down on a covey of Huns.
Dead bird!
Unfortunately, I didn't see this at the time, but on my first shot, 3 birds fall. Here it is again.
Dead bird!
The sad thing is that since I didn't know about the other 2 birds, I moved on after we got 2 birds retrieved.
Good girl. Give. Good girl. Good girl, Mox. All right. That's my girls. Yeah. Gotta love those Huns. You ready for a drink?
At this point, we're pretty close to the truck, and Cece goes on point, and then Moxie comes in the back.
Dead birds. One there, one there. Dead birds. Good girls. Dead birds. Nah. You guys are making it awfully tempting. I won't be able to shoot anymore. It's a good girl, CC. Come here. Good girl, baby. Goose. Dead bird. Good girl. Here. Good girl. Moxie here. Give. Good girl. Well, I didn't need to leave the truck, I guess. Walked about 3 miles on this walk, and I've shot 4 birds within 250 yards of the truck.
Here the girls find a single Hun.
Dead bird. CC here. Hi, CC. Good girl.
Well, that hunt started off kind of slow, but ended with a nice flurry. Now we're going to hit a new spot, and I get Tubbs and Tally out.
Easy. Come here. Okay, Tubbs.
So as we work through here, Tubbs goes on point several times, but it's like he's having trouble locking down where they are exactly, but he knows there's birds in there. And there were definitely birds in there.
Oh, we stopped. Tubbs, dead bird! Tally, dead bird! Holy crap. Tubbs, dead bird! Still going. Still going. Still going. Tubbs, dead bird!
This was a huge flush, because many of them the camera didn't even catch.
Dead bird! Still more. Tubby, dead bird, dead bird! Good boy, buddy. Good boy, Tubby. Good boy. Let loose. Dead bird. Good boy, Tubby. You the man, dude. Yeah, it wasn't anywhere near I thought it was. Good boy, buddy. Loose. Good boy. Whoo, man.
It doesn't take too long, and I get an alert that Tubbs is on point again.
Dead bird, Tubby, dead bird.
Here again, we got some sharptails and Huns coming up together.
Dead bird. You got it, buddy? Good boy. My God, you can retrieve. He walked right in the middle of that gnarly mess and just, boom, got it. Tubby, come here. Now that's what we're supposed to do, boy. Yeah, that's what we're supposed to do. Well, that is my 5th liter of water this morning, just on this hunt. It's hard to be able to carry enough in this weather. Whew. It's hot.
We've got our limit of sharptails now, so it's time to look for Huns. Somewhere in this mess, Cece's on point.
Good girl. Good girl. Come on, Huns. Oh man, I need some Huns. Big pheasant. I don't think that's what she's pointing. She's right in here.
Huns aren't always the easiest bird to target. Even in places where there's a lot of them, you're still likely to get a few pheasant and sharptails.
Wherever it is, it doesn't want to go. Ah, sharptail. Good girl, Cece.
Again, you can't see her, but Cece's on point somewhere around this bush.
Dead birds, dead birds. We found Huns, yay! Good girl, CC. Good girl, CC. Dead bird in here, dead bird. Dead bird.
I've got 2 of my 5-month-old puppies out here too, so I'm hoping that they maybe find this bird.
Be a miracle if I can find it. Dead bird. Good girl. Good girl, Savvy. Yay. Good girl. Savvy. Savvy. Get it, buddy. Get it. All right. Good boy. Good boy. Come on, Riggs. Fetch.
Well, the puppies found it, but they went into a bush and dropped it right in the middle of it, so I had to send Cece in to get it.
Good girl. Loose. Loose.
Well, the temperatures were hot, but so were the bird numbers, so it's pretty hard to complain. Either way, it was a good start to the trip, and there's tons more action to come, so stay tuned. If you like this content, you might want to check out my Patreon page, where I post exclusive patron-only videos like extended cuts, season updates, tips, and advice for the traveling bird hunter. You can find it at patreon.com/Eric Forrester, or you can just click the link in this video description.